Hello agents and welcome to another Division 2 video. In this video I'm going to show you how I finally managed to get the Hollow Man mask. Now everything looks quiet, but it wasn't like that at all. Like 2 days ago it was the mask as a targeted loot in the Dizzy West, and I decided that it was time to try to get that very rare item. This is one of the rarest items in the Division 2 Warlords of New York. The next couple of minutes I will try to demonstrate you how it was. I spent the whole night in the Dizzy farming for that mask. It dropped twice for me. First time I was ganked and it was taken away from me, and in this couple of minutes you will probably notice and see some of the famous names in this game, and I just want to say it was a hell of a job to do this. How I did it I will show you in this video. In the beginning everything was alright, and then these 4 guys showed up on the server and they were like ganking and jumping every extraction, waiting in front of the safe house, terrorizing the whole DZ. As you know, I always playing alone, and I tried couple of times to put down at least one of them, but they were using the Seeker Mines, DPS guys, Stinger Hive and all that nasty shit. Basically you don't stand a chance against 4 guys equipped like this. And as I said, they were not new players, they were all players that are in a division for a long time, as I am. Nothing to be ashamed about. As you can see, it was like terrible. In the beginning of my farm I matchmake with some randoms, and we did a pretty good job in the farming. I level up my character very well through that night. In the mid part of the video I will show you the stash and the items I collected that night, but the extraction of the Hollow Man mask was something completely different, and I will show you how I actually did it. It was very dangerous to go to any extraction site. As soon as you would call the chopper with your gun, flare gun, these guys would show up and they were farming everybody. That's it, guys. In this part of the video I will show you how I actually managed to get the second drop. I am resilient, I'm not giving up easy. As I said, I was all night in the Dizzy, lasted like from 10 in the evening until 5 in the morning, but I wanted to have that piece of gear. It's a Yaahl gear set, Yaahl brand set mask, and it always drops with 21% of the health damage. As I said, it's one of the rarest items, and this is actually the farming place where I get that second drop. You will see what I did right after I pick up that item. With the blink of an eye I noticed that it's a Hollow Man, and I ran straight back to the checkpoint. I didn't want to risk anything else, I just wanted to extract that safely, which was impossible on this server. So this is my run. I'm running away from everything. I don't care about the landmark, about the NPCs. I'm just praying that I'm not gonna run into the 4-man rogue group, and I will just get to the checkpoint and wait a little bit. What I did when I get to the checkpoint, I make a small break. I was tired. I go in the kitchen, make myself a coffee, and think about how I will actually pull this off. This can be some tip to you too, because as long as you are staying in a Dizzy checkpoint, the items will stay in your bag. You're not gonna lose them. If I exit the Dizzy, then the items would be deconstructed automatically. So what I did, I make a small break of half an hour, and I trying to change the server. Yes, that's right. Didn't want to be on a server with those guys because every extraction would be simply impossible. So I decided to wait a little bit. I log off, turn off the game in the hope that that will change the servers. If I would go to matchmake, I'm not sure that my items will stay in my bag, because you are fast traveling when you are matchmaking. Now don't get my word for it, I'm not sure, but I didn't want to risk anything. So I turned off the bloody game, turn it on again, and that's why my recordings are not in the full screen when I'm extracting the item. And I was waiting at the checkpoint. In the couple of minutes I noticed that somebody else was called the extraction, and it was the closest one to the checkpoint where I was standing, and I decided that it was the time to go and try to sneak up on that extraction point just when the timer would run out. Just about the timer would run out. So I have like a couple of seconds to attach the loot to the rope and nobody can actually steal it. And that's what I did. So that's it, guys. I ran and I was looking around like I was praying nobody will be there, and actually that was exactly what happened. I came to the extraction point, nobody was there, just a couple of NPCs which I didn't care about, and I attached the loot, and like a couple of seconds later this guy ran past by me, other agent, but there was no rogues in the vicinity, and I successfully extracted that mask. Alright guys, I'm going to show you quickly what I collected that night in the DZ, and I have to say that the drops are way much better than in the light zone. You see that I get another pestilence. It's a not good roll, but all other items are pretty nice. 1086 rifle. I got this nice Fenris mask, of course the Hollow Man. This is how I originally get one, with the low armor and a little bit of skill damage. You see this LMG. That was all that is all the loot from that night, and I was really satisfied. Is it worth what the grind? Well, it depends on. It's individual. For me, it was. I get that most wanted item, which is exclusive DZ drop Hollow Man, but yeah, it was fun. It was something that I'm not used to. I very rarely go to the dark zone. I almost never PvP. I solely PvEing the game, but that was a nice night. Completely different experience. You just have to make a peace with yourself that you are going to get ganked at one point, and loot in the DZ is awesome. The landmarks are close, you can really farm nice, and that's it basically. I'm not gonna bother you anymore with this. In the last couple of minutes, towards the end of the video, I will show you how I re-rolled the Hollow Man mask, and how I actually using it and why it's so good. Alright guys, I'm going to try to explain why this mask is so special and why is it so good. You see that I re-rolled my weak armor on this mask, and I rolled the 15% weapon damage. Mask always comes with 21% health damage. This is multiplicative. This is going to multiply with all other sources of damage that you are having on your build, and in a minute I will go to the shooting range and I will show you the damage I am dealing now when I have Hollow Man mask on a build with my rifle build. You can use it on any DPS build. It will significantly improve your damage, but let's just quickly jump to the firing range. So here we are in the firing range. First I will set up my target to invulnerable. I will choose the 5 meters distance, and you will see the crits and crit headshots I am getting when the full focus is active. This is classic rifle build. You have it on my channel if you are interested in the details of the whole build. I have to say that before I had Hollow Man mask, my headshot crits were around 3 million, 2.5 up to 3 million. Now with this mask my headshot crits are going well over the 5 million. You will see that crazy damage that you are getting with this mask equipped. 5.6 million headshot damage with the Hollow Man. That's why 21% of health is multiplying with all other sources of damage. The mask is awesome against the, actually when you have it on a build, you're dealing great damage to the Black Tusk vehicles, robot dogs and all robotics in the game, because they are all health. All the tanks that are in the game are pure health, they don't have armor. All the targets without armor, you are simply destroying them. And that's why this mask is so powerful, and it's very rare item. With this guys, I'm gonna conclude this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comment section below this video. Drop a like, comment or subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next.